What's up, y'all? I haven't talked about it much this year because it's a little bit of a lost cause, and that's an understatement. But let's talk a little Niners right now. I'm a huge Niners fan. Unfortunately, I've took a sabbatical from the team this year out of deep emotional loss for what we used to have. I'll tell you that right now. It's damn near depressive to be a 49ers fan. I was thinking we won game one, right? We won the first game. Chip Charlie Kelly comes in. I like what he brings. I wasn't expecting this. But I'll tell you right now, I think a lot of it falls on Colin Kaepernick, and I'll tell you why. Colin Kaepernick comes into camp. He's underweight. He's already a skinny little mofo, and then he should be in shape. He's a little this and that. They let him start the games. Currently, folks, I looked it up just so I could be accurate on this. Okay, I looked it up. He's ranked number 26 in the league quarterback ranking per ESPN and what they check quarterbacks on. And this guy, he's just horrible. I mean, he's absolutely horrible. He's a minus 5.5 on pass. The only thing that makes him number 26 is he's a 21.6 on the run. That's it. Or else he'd be dead last. I mean, he's a horrible throwing QB. He hands the ball off just fine. He throws the wide open receivers just fine. But I mean, pinning it in there, this guy is absolutely wretched. Tell me I'm wrong on this. Let's just stop talking about the fight he's putting up in the Malcolm X t-shirts. Oh, and his parents are supporting him too. Oh, isn't that nice? Listen, folks, let me just tell you something real quick. This guy's contract, he signed a 6-year, $114 million contract with the San Francisco 49ers, including a $12,328,766 signing bonus, $61 million guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $19 million. In 2016, Kaepernick will earn a base salary of $11,900,000, a roster bonus of $2 million, and a workout bonus of $400,000. So let's just call it $13 million. Now, some of you out there that know the salaries better than I do is going to say, oh, yeah, you got to restructure. Oh, some of that's not true because it's incentive-based. I don't give a fuck. If it was $114 million, let's just take off 30% or 40%. This man is stealing money from the city of San Francisco right now. And all the while, he's got a diversion. Oh, yeah, let me wear my political stuff about what's going on. How about being that person off the podium outside the game? How about that? How about visiting some inner city schools, making your donations without a pat on the back and getting credit? Oh, my parents was on ESPN backing me up. This guy, when he's in a press conference, has glaze over his eyes. He's not even, his intensity level is at a 0. I mean, look at Jimmy Harbaugh, okay? Look at Jim Harbaugh's intensity level when he's in a press conference, when he's coaching. He's a 10. He's an absolute 10. Tell me I'm wrong on that. And that's what you want in football, right? If you look at Kaepernick's body language, the way he answers questions, this guy's just running through the motions. And the thing that kills me is, we got to play. You got to play better. You got to make plays. They don't got any confidence. I mean, the only thing I can think, and this might be a good thing, folks, is let's lose the rest of the game. Oh, yeah, you got to go out there. No. Lose the rest of the games. Get the top overall pick, and I'll tell you why, folks. I'll tell you why it's important in the NFL. Because you get the top overall pick from every round. So you get the top pick in the second, the third, the fourth, and so on and so on. It's not about the first player. Because the top 5 players, they're similar in talent because there's so many players across the board. It's just more or less getting that first pick every round, if you know what I'm saying. All right? So that's why I think they're just playing Kaepernick, and then they got an excuse to cut him next year. But this guy is absolutely horrible, wretched. I don't know if someone else will pick him up after this, let alone make him a third-string quarterback. Because this guy has no gusto. His Ballsack is being missing for about, 10 weeks, something like that. Put his Ballsack on a milk carton and distribute it around San Francisco Bay Area and say, have you seen Colin Kaepernick's Ballsack? The San Francisco 49ers have been looking for it. They'll pay a premium. They're looking at rewarding you like $500,000 US immediately. If anyone's seen this man's Ballsack, because it's really important to being an NFL quarterback. And this guy right now, he's playing with a beanbag. Tell me I'm wrong on that. All right? Getting to the Niners game right now. 49ers versus Jets, right? We go into overtime. We was up 14-0. We was up 14-0 in the first quarter. We lose in overtime. We score another 3 points for the rest of the game. Whose fault is that? I don't know. Blame it on Chip Kelly. Blame it on Trent Baalke for a lack of talent. How about Colin Kaepernick, too? Blame it on him. Do not blame it on Carlos Hyde because that man was playing ball today, right? Here's my take. Trent Baalke's getting a lot of heat, and he deserves it. Trent Baalke is horrible. He did build a Super Bowl contender. He did hire Jim Harbaugh. He did do some good things. He did deserve the benefit of the doubt after a couple down years. Here's where he went wrong, folks, and I've told people this before in my videos. I'm sorry it's a broken record, but it should have been Jim Harbaugh a bust. You should have paid him $10 million a year, and if he said, I don't like this Trent Baalke guy in the press conference, oh, we play good football. Trent Baalke belongs in a auto commercial or something like that. This guy is so vanilla. Yeah, I can't stand him. Then we go and hire Jim Tom Sula. If that was Jed York's hire, I don't know what it was. But this guy was like an ex-wrestling coach, a rah-rah guy. We go and give him millions. He's never even hired again as a coordinator. Horrible move. But let's get back to square one. Jim Harbaugh is where we went wrong. Jim Harbaugh is where we went wrong. This guy, everywhere he goes, he shines. And let me tell you something else about football. It's about the coach, folks. I don't know if you're going to give it 50 or 60% or 70%, but the coach matters, and it matters a lot. Look at Billy Belichick. Look at Billy Walsh. These guys mattered. They had dynasties. Jim Harbaugh came in. He had a weak team. He immediately went to 500 or above. Next winning season. Oh, we also had a lot more talent. We had the same quarterback, folks, Colin Kapernick. Oh, we had a better line. I don't know, folks. But I'm going to put it on this move right here. Since Jim Harbaugh's been gone, it's been a train wreck. Tell me I'm wrong on this. Jimmy Tom Sula was the conductor. Trent Baalke was sitting there making the calls. And Jed York, I don't know what to make of Jed York. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he's not making those calls. I think he likes to get his face out there and he likes to get noticed. But let's keep in mind, they did make a Super Bowl run, and now they went to the bottom. So this has got to be the game plan right now, Niners fans. Lose, 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 because we want a high draft pick. That's it. Cut Colin Kaepernick or trade him for a 7th-round pick, whatever. That's why we structured it. Get this guy out of here. Please, please, please. Draft a quarterback to try to develop. Draft an O-line to develop. Keep Chip Kelly because it just makes me outright sick that we hire guys at $5-6 million a year and then we just give them money. And while I'm at it, folks, this is what I want to propose to the NFL right now and the other leagues for that matter. If guys are underperforming at the level that Colin Kaepernick is for his contract, he is absolutely required to donate 80% of his salary to a charity of his choice in the San Francisco Bay Area. Because really, that's who he's hurting. The fans that come out and pay the money and support the team, which right now there's a lot of empty seats out there, you owe them something. You owe the city something. And it's not enough to say, oh, we got to get better. No. When you sign a $114 million contract, and I don't give a fuck what anyone say, oh, yeah, it's a lot of incentive. Bullshit, whatever. Let's say it's worth $80 million, $70 million. When you sign a contract there and you stink it up this bad, I mean, this guy is like a horse barn with 3 horses in there dropping ass 5 times a day. This guy is way out of order on the contract. This is ridiculous. And this is why I said he created a diversion. He's got the afro now. He's got all these things. And that's fine and good and dandy. Go ahead and make your stand. I'm all with you to make a political stand. Believe in what you want to believe in. But how about doing your job also at the same time to give you some credibility on being a hardworking individual that takes accountability for a job well done. And right now you're not, because I hear we got to do a better job, and this blank glazed eye look is getting goddamn old. I don't want to hear any more question about the man's family, about his viewpoints, about Malcolm X. Let's just talk football results. Why are you number 26 ranked in the league? Tell me that. Why are you? And answer the question, please. Answer the question, I am not doing my job. I am not preparing to the fullest. I have not played well. I have absolutely stunk it up. Why? Next question. Why? Tell us why. Tell me you're injured. Tell me you haven't been preparing. Tell me the coach sucks. Don't tell me we got to do better next week. Give me something more than that at your salary right now. Folks, this is getting really old. They got hope next year, but they're going to have to clean your house. We got a good running back. We got some D-line guys that got some potential. Our secondary absolutely stinks. But all we can do is go up. That's all I'm going to say. Tell me I'm wrong on putting Kaepernick a little bit more on the spot about just football. Tell me I'm wrong on that. La.